Hey there, so we're going to show you how to create your own pixel art for Pixelcade. So I've got some existing higher resolutions images here. So we're just going to have open one in Photoshop. And the key here is that we're going to want to take these files and convert them to resolution of 128 by 32 if you have a two-panel installation, or 64 by 32 if you have one panel. So for this one, let's go ahead and do 128 by 32. So the first thing we want to do is resize this. And so we're going to go to Image, Image Size, and we're going to put in 128 by 32. And then this is very important. You want to click on Nearest Neighbor Hard Edges because we want that pixelated look and feel. So this guy. All right. So what I always like to do is first thing is create a solid background. So we'll go here, let's put this at the bottom, and let's make that black. And this is also very important. It's got to be pure black. So all zeros here, because if it's not, the LEDs will pick that up. Okay. So now it's just a matter of cleaning this up a little bit. You can see when it resized it, it kind of, you can see over here, the pixels are not quite, we want to change all those to white. So we're going to go over here, we're going to pick our pencil tool, and then we want to have, in our pencil tool, we want to have a pixel size of 1, basically. So basically, we're now manipulating things 1 pixel at a time. Okay? And so we'll just start over here. This is kind of a time-consuming process, but let's say I want to do these white ones. Again, I want pure white on that. That looks good. And I'm just going to go here, and we're just going to do 1 pixel at a time. And then for the black, now this is very important. So see, like right here, that's not really black. That will show up on the LEDs very clearly. So you can see right there, that's not really black. So we'll make all those black. Very important. If you don't do that, it's definitely going to show up on the LEDs. So what you can do is get all the obvious ones. And then to double check, what I like to do is just go, okay, let's one more here. Let's get that guy. That looks pretty good. Let's just go to the select color tool, so select color range, click on the background, and then you can tweak the fuzziness a little bit. And if there's any pixels that aren't black, it's going to show up here. So for example, you can see right there, those two aren't black, so those are going to get called out. So let's finish the rest of it, and then we'll come back to that, but that's a little trick. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this yellow. See, there's like different shades, so it really doesn't do much to have those. It just looks a lot cleaner if we're using the same. These little nuances between different shades of colors don't really come out on the LEDs very well, unless the contrast is super high. So when I have stuff like that, I always like to make it the same. It just looks a lot cleaner. Okay, so we're pretty much done. What we're going to do now is make sure we didn't miss any black pixels that are all black. So I'm going to go color range. Let's go like this. And you can see that actually I've missed quite a few. So see all those right there? Those aren't really black, and those will get picked up by the LEDs. So we can do a little trick. Let's go here. And if those are close enough, they will get picked up like so. And then I'm going to take black, I'm going to go to my brush tool, make this larger, and then just go like so. And now let's do that again. Let's see how many I've missed. Okay, so not as bad, but there's still a few. So I'm going to go there. There's one of them. It's kind of hard to see, but that was one of them right there. So if I click on it, see it's not really black. It's close to black. So I'll now do that and then go color range. Let's just dial this up a little bit. And I should see, let's do that again. Let's do this. See if I can get a few more of them. And I know this looks like a lot of work, but trust me, it will pay off. It just takes, unfortunately, one bad pixel, and then it kind of screws up your whole image. So it's time consuming, but it pays off in the end. Okay, I think I got all the black ones. And then what we can do is do the same thing and make sure we got our colors right. And looks like all the yellows. So what I'll do is I'll just go over it just to make sure. Now let's do the oranges. And lastly, the whites. So I'm sure I didn't get all the whites right. So let's pick this. Okay. All right, let's go over that. Again, I did pick the fuzziness, so there's probably a couple that were close enough. Now, I pick all the whites again. And turn off fuzziness. Should see everything like so. Okay, let's do the red ones just to be on the safe side. Okay, so you can see right there, my reds aren't really all red. So I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to dial up fuzziness a little bit. Okay, so now they're all selected. Go over it. Now if I turn off the fuzziness, you will see them. A couple I missed. Right there and right there. Now, honestly, that's probably not going to show up on the LED. The fact that the red is so close, it's probably both going to look red, but you might as well just make it perfect if you have the time. Okay, so that is it. That is our remastered image. And now let's just save this as a ping file. And then the question is, what file name do we give it? So what we can do is we can go to the website, so pixelcade.org, and let's go to the how-to section, and then click on this how to create and add your own artwork, and then scroll down till you see this link that says this file, which cross-references ROM names with game names. So I'm going to open that, and this is an Excel file. Let's just open it up. Okay, so in this case, the game that I was working on is this one specifically. This was the Japanese version of 1943. And then right there, that tells you what the ROM name is. So basically, I want to name this file to match that ROM name. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to export, save as a ping file. Give it that name. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my Pixelcade directory. And then since this is a MAME game, I need to put it in the MAME folder. And then just save. And then there was one already there, so we're going to override it. And that's all there is to it. So next time you pick that particular game with that ROM name, it's going to display this file versus what I had there before.